Got to feel in heaven when my lover's near. Lord, let this moment last for another year. Though today has ended, the night's still young, I'd say. Lover, don't go away. Let it be the thing that I am longing for. Let's fly out from Manhattan to the California shore, just to watch the ships at night on the San Francisco Bay. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Don't say you have to go. Don't say you need to run. I'll stop the clock on Central Station and we can have a drink downtown. Let it be the night that I am longing for. Let's fly down south to Austin or to Ecuador, just to drink pina colada on a hot, wet summer's day. Oh, lover, please, please stay.
I said it's so Canadian there. Welcome to the Stir Crazy Psychoset. I'm the divine Danny D.
I am El Diablo.
Are you ready for bacon today?
I'm always ready for bacon.
So much bacon today.
Yes. This will not be a heart healthy episode. I feel like there should be like a content warning on this. No heart healthiness on tonight's episode.
I think that almost is a norm. I think we should put a thing up when it is heart healthy.
Like a warning?
Yeah, warning.
Warning.
This will be good for you. I think it's a fair statement. For those of you who've never joined us before, we are based in the beautiful La Belle, Quebec, Canada.
Which, if you don't know, is kind of close to Montreal. So.
Kind of close. But we're about, what?
An hour and a half.
Hour and a half away?
Yeah.
Yes, but we're in the à la campagne, as the French would say.
À la campagne. Dans les montagnes.
Oui, dans les montagnes.
Dans les montagnes, à la campagne.
I love her songs.
Yeah. Dans les montagnes.
Yes.
Yes, so that's where we are.
Yes.
Formerly in Montreal. Now we ran away.
Yes. But now we're here in the land before times. For those of you who've never joined us before, in the land before the great panini.
The grand panini.
The grand panini. You call it grand, I call it great.
Because in French it's a grand panini. So either way it's better.
What would it be in Italian?
Grande panini.
Grande panini, I think it's even better. In the time before
that's venti.
The time before the venti panini. I don't know if I can get one of those. We were live performers in the world of burlesque.
Si.
Yes, I was a host, a comedian, a writer, a producer.
I was just El Diablo.
No. You were just you were El Diablo.
I was El Diablo. No, I was a burlesque dancer and choreographer and producer and host. And when we got locked into our houses last year, we thought, shit, what else can we do? And we thought, we know cooking and food.
We know how to cook. We know how to drink.
And we could interface with the people via the interwebs.
The interwebs allows us to see people all the time.
Yes.
And now we come to them weekly.
for food and drinks and music and
Weirdness.
weird shit and inappropriate humor and, welcome.
And we have fun together.
We do.
Yeah. I think we used to have a lot of people who would cook along with us at one point.
Yes. Where'd y'all go?
Where'd y'all go? Cook along.
They went back outside.
We went outside, yeah. Everyone went outside. We've noticed that. That happens. And that's no problem because what's nice about this is you can always go and rewatch later. But doing it with us is so much more fun.
It is. And then you get to
I've done it with me.
You've done it with
fantastic.
you? Are you great? No, I have a funny feeling that when it starts to get a little bit chillier out and not as nice outside,
yes.
then people will be back cooking with us. But right now, we're still allowed outdoors for the moment.
Exactly. I think when we're going, I think by the time we hit the 12th wave, we'll just realize.
God forbid. Stop.
We're going to get rid of doors at that point.
What a scary thought. That's terrifying.
No, we won't hit that.
We'll be dead by then.
Yes. And so what we decided to do is with this show is every week we take a lovely theme, we try and create some food around it, we try and create some cocktails around it, and we try and create some fun around it.
Yes.
And this week we are high on that hog.
Yes.
High on the. It's all about bacon.
Today it's
and the pig in general.
Le cochon.
Le cochon.
I have to bring up our bilingual content in this
yes.
show. So le cochon. Le porc.
Yeah, I'm probably my favorite of the meats.
Your favorite of the meats is the
I
porks?
love that meats. It's one of almost any incarnation. In fact, I will go as far as to say that I love bacon, but it's not my favorite of all the paws.
What is your favorite of all the pork?
Oh, I would say a good pork loin. Mm-hmm. Pork tenderloin is fantastic, but even a good double cut pork chop done properly. Oh, one of the best pieces of meat there is.
Ever.
Forget a steak. Also pork burgers.
Pork burgers is something we discovered, during the pandemic. And
started doing pork burgers, and
they're very tasty.
They're much leaner than the beef.
Yep.
Much more heart healthy.
Yeah, what?
We got the right cut. Slower in fat.
Mm-hmm.
But it's what I like about it is one of the things they say about pork is that it is the meat that is closest tasting to human, and that's what I think. I like to pretend that I'm eating people.
I don't even know where to go from there.
Well, that's the law. The whole term of cannibals, eating people, was referred to as the long pig.
Oh, okay. I thought people tasted of chicken.
No. Everything else tastes like chicken. People taste like pigs. I mean, I'm assuming.
Everything else tastes like chicken?
Everything else tastes like chicken, especially chicken.
I was going to say, what other than chicken tastes like chicken?
I've heard that some people have said things like alligator.
Oh, okay.
Snake.
Not other.
People might say like an emu or some of the more exotic meats.
Yes.
The thing that they tend to associate it more with
is chicken.
Chicken.
But human tastes of pig.
pig. We will not be cooking humans on this show. So if that's what you come for, man, you made a mistake. If you are watching this right now, we are broadcasting this all over the internet. We're currently on the Stir Crazy YouTube page. We are currently on the Stir Crazy Facebook page.
We are.
Stir Crazy Twitch channel.
Hi, Twitch peeps.
Hi, Twitch people. The Stir Crazy. Yeah, I like the Twitch people a lot. Stir Crazy on Stir Crazy's Twitter page, and on the Divine Danny D personal page on Facebook. One of the things we have found is that if you're watching on a few of those places, you aren't getting the full experience. We want to give you the full experience.
Where we reach out and touch you.
So if you want to sort of chat and make sure that your messages are reaching us, we recommend either our YouTube page, and while you're there, might as well subscribe, or onto our Twitter page, Twitch page, youtube.com/StirCrazyShow. /live if you want to see it right away, or twitch.tv/StirCrazyShow. Head to either of those places and you'll get the full
total experience.
It'll be fantastic. Donata's here. Hello.
Hola.
Yeah, we're gonna have.
Sorry about last weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good show today. I'm very excited because we are doing something that I have wanted to do for a very long time. So I'm very excited about one of the cocktails today.
Oh, the cocktail. Okay,
yeah.
I wasn't sure what you were referring to.
I wanted to wear this sweater again.
For so long. Well, it's finally...
Sweater weather.
It's not yet sweater weather.
Almost sweater weather. It's short sleeve sweater weather.
It's not sweltering your ass off weather, which I'm not ready for summer to be over, but I was ready for like just dripping for no reason to be done a little bit.
That's what she said. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Where would we be without Michael Scott?
I had a dream this week actually that button kept saying kept bringing up the wrong Michael Scott every time I pushed it. So I was like, it was frustrating.
We had multiple Michael Scott.
But it was the same button, so every time I was like, why is it not playing this? Very frustrated at Michael Scott for changing his video on me. So what in the theme of the wonderful word of bacon?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're making bacon at some point.
I'm making, bacon is my ingredient.
Yes, what are you making with the bacon?
Ce soir, this evening, we're making carbonara. Carbonara. Bacon pasta.
Bacon pasta.
Well, bacon with, unless you're, if you're not familiar, that's not like pasta made of bacon. That is pasta with a bacon Parmesan creamy delicious sauce.
Bacon sauce.
Bacon sauce.
I love a good carbonara. I'm very excited.
It was actually your suggestion, and I appreciate it.
You're welcome. For cocktails this week, we're going to try a couple of things because this is something we've done on the show. We have done fat washing cocktails, and so with bacon, it does kind of make sense to make a fat washed drink. But there is a magical cocktail that I have come across in my life that is kind of a legendary cocktail. And it comes from Las Vegas. Okay. And in Las Vegas, you've been many times, but you've never been to this place, which a couple of my friends, Richie and Mark, took me to one night. It's a little punk rock bar off the strip called the Double Down Saloon. Okay. Double Down Saloon is known for two specialty drinks. One is their ass juice. Ass juice, which is deceptively delicious. But all ass juice is basically take whatever runs off into the bar mat and they just pour that into a bucket. And then when you order ass juice, they just take out a shot of that. And that's ass juice. So it's a mix of everything.
That's terrible.
It sounds terrible, but it's deceptively good. Because again, it's one of those punk rock bars, so they only serve certain things. Really, it's not like a crazy fancy menu. Understood. The other thing that they're very famous for is a martini they came up called the Bacon Martini. This, I'm going to talk a little bit more when I make it. But this is, I've had this. It's actually fantastic. It shouldn't work, but it does. Okay. So we are doing a drink that is fat washed and a drink that is not fat washed. Okay. So we're doing the Bacon Martini from the Double Down Saloon, and we are making a Pisco sour that's got maple and bacon in it. Excellent. It's going to be very good.
Fat washed is like, and not fat washed is like me pre-pandemic and me now.
Oh, stop it. Plus, we have perhaps one of my favorite sexy women eats food for a minute that I have seen. We've done for a while. This one is spectacularly great.
Is it spectacular? It sounds like an odd question for me to ask when I am the person that you're filming.
You haven't seen it.
It's how you put it together. It's really
it worked much better than I was expecting.
So yeah.
So we have a fantastic sexy one. We have a game for you to play.
Oh, a game.
We have music from the main three.
Amazing.
It's going to be a great show.
So awesome.
Let's say hi to the people. Hello, people.
Hola, people.
How are you? We know that Donata is here, and we know that my mom is here. We had a few people that are popping in and out. I saw some Twitch people coming in. Oh, there's some people on Twitch over there.
Say hello, people. And if you're... We've noticed that the chat's not working awesome these days.
We've had a couple of issues with the chat we noticed last week.
Let's see.
But so I'm just checking it out here and everything.
If we're not addressing you by name, it's possible that we just don't see you.
Well, it seems to be showing up everywhere here.
Movie memes.
All right, so that's fine. So
awesome.
Boom. If you're having any issues, just let us know. We'll fix it up here. Yeah, it's going to be a fun show today.
I think so.
You want to just, they seem to be busy. Shall we?
Are they busy? You guys okay?
You guys okay?
If you're not okay, just pop up in the chat.
Let's also, while we're here, why don't we just go in and say hi, Mr. Ling? Hey, Mr. Ling. Hey, Mr. Ling. Oh, you're in the coffee pot.
Hi, Mr. Ling.
Hi, Mr. Ling.
Oh, I thank you very much.
Lovely. We also, for those of you who are concerned, we have remedied the overhead cam. So we
just in time for you to see how ratchet my nails are.
So we'll have full overhead cam. We're going to be a great show today. Would you like a cocktail?
Oh, why not?
Let's do a cocktail.
Yes, I was particularly fond of this blue as well.
I'm going to give you this.
Thank you. I'm going to put this over here.
So we are going to make a drink. Oh, you know what? Can you go grab me the shaker tin, please?
Yes.
So the Double Down Saloon is an old punk rock venue in Las Vegas, Nevada. Fantastic little spot. If you ever get a chance, go. It's off the strip, but it's still kind of fun. You can still do anything you'd want to do in Vegas there. It's open 24 hours, and it's sort of one of those fantastic places that people talk about all the time.
There's something in there.
It's water, probably. It's all just water. And like I said, they are quite well known. The original bartender, P. Moss, created this drink at the beginning of the creation of the Double Down Saloon. And basically, it's a bacon martini. Now, if you ask any bartender worth their salt, they're going to say, okay, you're going to make a bacon martini? Definitely something you can do. Fat wash or probably vodka is the best solution. Bacon martini, fantastic. Well, P. Moss went, that's too much damn work.
Okay.
So if you go to the Double Down Saloon, you can see the back fridge. There is always a jar or a bottle of vodka that has bacon sitting in it. And that is it. This is your vodka martini. It's topped up. If you're going to make this, you want to let it sit for about 48 hours. So this has been sitting for 48 hours, and it's pretty simple. It is a shaken martini, which is something you don't necessarily always do, but we're going to shake it up. So we're going to take 2.5 ounces of that.
I am going to say this just because I'm Miss Health and Safety. You don't want to leave that sitting for a year, though. That's you're gonna make this and use this. You're not gonna make this and like put it on your bar and leave it there for.
No, you don't. Again, it's always refrigerated.
Yeah.
It needs to be refrigerated. Oh, and we're gonna just do that while that is here. I'm just gonna grab. I don't need those actually. You just put those. You put this aside. Great. I'm gonna grab this. Perfect. So we have that. Oh, can you grab the ice too? That'd be lovely.
I can do that.
So again, whatever vodka you want. This we're using some Tito's, and we just let it sit for a couple of days in the fridge. You don't need to freeze this. Couple of days. I have put about 3 strips of bacon. That was probably pretty heavy for bacon. Doesn't need to be that much bacon in it. But I'd say if you're going to do a bottle of it, 3 to 4 strips of bacon. And let it sit. We're going to take that. We are going to shake it up. Now we have that done.
She still got it.
She does. She never lost it, though, in all fairness. And again, we want to take a couple of martini glasses. And we're going to double strain. Not only do we have ice chips in here, but we have probably little bits of bacon. So we're just going to double strain that out.
You can hear those little ice chips in there.
There we go. Boom. And if I may.
You may.
And just because.
Oh, so much bacon on the show tonight.
And there we go. Just going to just let that sit in there. And there we have the Double Down Bacon Martini.
Yeehaw. Chin.
Let's smell it first.
I didn't have to. It went right up my nose the second I took the
Oh, yeah.
bacony.
It is very bacony. You got bang, hit right in the face with that bacon.
I thought you were gonna bang hit me right in the face just then.
No, I can see where you are. It's funny because you would assume, because it's not fat washed, it to be exceedingly greasy. But it's not bad.
It's not greasy though.
No, again, you're going to get that, but it's not. Remember when we first did this, and I started playing around with bacon. This is different because instead of putting bacon fat into here, you actually pat it dry and put the bacon. Yeah. You're putting the meat in here. The smell on it is the best. It's got the most bacony smell you can possibly get for a martini.
And it's funny because I love my bacon, but I don't love bacon cocktails.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I love bacon cocktails. When they're done right, I think they're really kind of cool.
Like I like the salt factor in here is good.
I find for a martini it's fantastic because you should always get the olive.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's fine. Go ahead. Yeah, I just find it greasy.
I don't find it very greasy at all.
You try it. You let us know what you think.
You find that really greasy?
I just find it's, especially because when I drink my vodka, 90% of the time I drink it straight. It definitely has a grease factor to it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's definitely greasier than
That's what I'm saying.
Straight vodka, but I don't find it very greasy.
I can tell that there's fat in it, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, then, in the next drink, we'll see what happens, because the next drink we do a fat wash, which should take all of that grease out, and just instead.
And I wouldn't not do it. I mean, if you like bacon, try the bacon cocktail. It's just I find I love bacon so much that I would assume that I would love this so much. It's good. It's objectively a good cocktail, but it's not my fave.
Well, there you are.
There you go.
I quite like this. I think it's. If you like bacon, and I think it's because it's also a martini. So you've got the saltiness that you would get out of an olive or various different, even a gimlet a Gibson where you would use pickled onions. You still get that quality. But
it is briny. No, my toes are briny too.
You got a briny toe?
I got a briny toe.
Briny toe. I'm just gonna.
It's my sailor name, briny toe.
Ah!
Wow.
I got it. There we go.
Yay.
So that is the Double Down Bacon Martini, probably the simplest drink. In fact, I forgot to bring up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. It's okay.
Talking about bacon drinks.
The ingredients are probably this. Oh, what's going on here? There we are. The simplest ingredients you possibly could get. And in fact, I didn't even garnish it with that. I said to garnish it with attitude.
Oh.
It's punk rock. This is the most punk rock cocktail we've made.
You think?
Yeah.
Because it's just bacon and vodka in the fridge?
It's just meant to be. And I think also what's important with that is you do need to shake that martini. Don't stir that martini, because I think with the stirring that martini, you're not going to break up some of the smaller bits of the grease that do get into it.
No, and I think you want the ice in it, you want the ice to infuse in that as well.
The dilution is going to be a little bit more important that way.
Yeah.
Bacon martini, everybody! Sorry. What are people were saying about that? Love the blue shirt. Donata says she makes a killer bacon apple pie. That sounds fantastic.
And it is almost apple season. I'm excited to bake this year and do stuff.
I don't know. Is there a lot of apples up here?
I don't think we have a lot of apples up here. But then again, I didn't think we had farms 2 kilometers from our house. So, who knows?
And that one's, there's a lamb farm.
There's a lamb farm and there's a alpaca farm.
Yeah, which are very, I didn't even know they grew those.
Huh.
Mine was growing a bush or a tree?
Llama trees.
Llama trees?
Llama bush sounds.
Llama bush.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I was going to say that's George's youngest. Llama bush. So there we have the bacon martini. Give it a shot. Simple drink. Make some bacon. Keep it in a jar for 48 hours. in your fridge, you want that as cold as possible.
I think maybe there's something wrong with my taste buds.
I didn't want to say it loud.
There's something about bacon washing, and this is the second time we've done it, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, this isn't bacon wash.
I know, but like you did a fat wash before, and now we did a bacon vodka. There's something back here that tastes peanut butter.
Oh, that I don't get at all. I mean,
like in the very...
I will say that there's a salty quality, and often will have a sweetness in them, so... This
maybe
one I find
it
a little different, but maybe because it is the Tito's, which I find is a little bit of a sweeter vodka anyways, you get that sweet with a little salty note to it.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what's happening in my mouth.
Shall we ask a question?
We shall.
Let's ask a question for today. Today's first question simply is, what is your favorite thing to add bacon to that most people wouldn't think of? A bacon, like we just had this bacon martini. That's not a lot of people would think of putting bacon in their martini. What is something you like to put bacon in?
It's not very revolutionary, but I like to put bacon in my grilled cheese.
Okay.
That's very unrevolutionary, but I kind of believe that bacon sort of belongs everywhere. So there's nowhere like that in my mind is so shocking where I put bacon.
Where is something you had bacon that you were never expecting to see bacon in?
A lobster roll.
I could sort of see that though.
It was good because it added like a salt crunch quality about it because it wasn't floopy. It was like crunchy. Floopy bacon. But you know how I feel about lobster, for those of you who don't know, that it's a perfect thing and it does not need too much messing with. A little salt, pepper, and either butter or some mayo if you're making lobster salad. Wham bam. But it was good. Mm-hmm. And you?
Well, besides the various different cocktails, which I've had before, there's a lot of peanut butter desserts. I think Donata mentioned her bacon apple pie. I had a bacon apple turnovers that were done almost like a strudel. It was very good.
Strudel?
What was that? Wait, you're learning accents from your mother?
She's not here to defend herself.
I know, that's why I did that. No, so sort of an apple strudel-esque turnover. But I think that there was one of the ones was a bacon maple syrup. They go. I mean, first of all, there are two things that go together, but it was almost like an idea of bacon flavor in a maple syrup that was really good.
Oh, I also had when my brother was living in New York, he lived by this really awesome bagel place that had like, I don't know, 24 different kinds of bagels. And then they also had like an equivalent, if not more, different kinds of cream cheese. Yeah. And they had like, strawberry cream cheese, peach, blah, 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 blah. But they had a bacon cream cheese. And I shit you not, bacon cream cheese on a toasted onion bagel is maybe one of the best things I have ever had in my entire life.
Oh, actually, the other one was a bacon banana split.
It is very Elvis, but like, I don't know how I feel about that.
I like bacon and ice cream. And I just sort of, I got that, I remember, because I just saw the corner of my eye, Maria Boucher just said, a caramel sundae with bacon. And I had a banana split, and there's something about banana and bacon I've always loved.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people do like the Elvis sandwich, peanut butter, bacon, and banana, or like I've seen the Elvis burger, same deal, but I'm like, ugh.
When we were in Memphis a couple of years ago for my stag, we went to Graceland and if you go to the cafeteria at Graceland, you can order they will make you an Elvis sandwich. And it made there, it is a miracle of work.
Is it a miracle
gorgeous.
Of work?
It's so delicious.
What else? What the peeps have to say.
Let's see. Donata says apple pie, and she does it as a lattice at the top.
Oh, like a bacon weave.
Bacon weave top to a pie. That is fantastic. I like that. I like caramel sundae. These are all amazing.
I don't think I've ever had ice cream and bacon.
Oh, really? You've never had bacon ice cream?
No.
Because of Five Guys. Five Guys do a bacon milkshake. It's one of their standard milkshakes you can buy.
No, I dig it, and it's funny because, like, but you know me, it's only this. It's in the last couple of years that I'm like ready to add fruit to salad and stuff like that because I always kept my sweet and savory very separate because I don't do sweet so much.
No, they work together. I think it's a nice combination. Caramel sundae and bacon does sound very awesome. I agree wholeheartedly. Well.
I'm just going to run over to the corner and put my hairdo away.
Why don't you put your hairdo away and we can...
some foods.
She's going to start doing some food. We're going to start making some more stuff. If you have any other ideas, something comes up to you, and you say, hey, oh yeah, I forgot I had this. Put it in the comments. We'll make sure we'll get to it later. But this, again, I think if you haven't tried this is really deceptive. I didn't expect... the first time I had this, I didn't expect this to be this good. I expect it to be quite greasy, but I find it's a very nice drink, and it suits a martini very well.
Oh, I forgot.
Are you good?
Almost.
Well, why don't you stand here and talk about what you're going to do, and let me grab one.
Because what I need is right here. I know
Okay.
exactly where it is.
I'm running out of things to talk about. That's okay.
But you were already talking to them, so I don't know why.
Well, again, the difference between how far do you get into it that you will then need to interrupt to get to what you need to do.
I didn't really need to interrupt to do anything.
Well, 'cause I didn't
hey,
do anything.
Kingpin.
Hey, it's Kingpin here.
We miss you.
There you are. Toasted peanut butter and bacon sandwich is always fantastic.
We're gonna just fry up some bacon. You can also use some pancetta.
Pancetta?
Let me pull up my recipe there.
Yes, I will. For your carbonara. There you are.
I got 4 slices. Here's the deal, friends. If you're little Jewish bacon loving me, if it says 4, I normally will throw in 5 or 6 because I like bacon. And once we're doing it, once we're gonna like add the bacon flavor, oops, it's foopy. We might as well go whole hog. Ha ha ha. Also, can I have a choppy knife, please? Oh, thank you. The other thing too is depending on the quality of your bacon, you might find this to be very fatty. So your fat's gonna render, and if you want, I always like to err on the side of like a little bit more meat in case a lot of the fat does render, and then you end up with not as much like actual meaty bits as you wanted. The meaty bits are where the flavor's at. Actually, the fat bits. All the bits. It's bacon. It's all flavorful and delicious. But yeah. Just giving this a quick chopski. And I'm going to fry this now, and then we're going to I'm going to get this out of the way. You could...
Don't you go overhead on you here?
You could... Yes, with my horribly ratchet need to be redone fingernails. I cut them all, but I forgot my thumb, so I've got a fancy thumb.
You forgot you had a thumb?
Oh, I forgot I had a thumbnail.
Oh.
Yeah. I also find, in my quest for the best bacon, butcher bacon is often way less fatty. This is, I love the butcher at Marché de l'Ouest in Montreal. And I love our butcher up in Saint-Jovite, but this happens to be commercial bacon from IGA or wherever.
This is Lafleur's bacon, isn't it?
It is Lafleur bacon. And I find that your portion, look at that. We're overhead.
Yep.
Your proportion of meaty bits
to fatty bits
to really fatty bits is not awesome. It's very heavy on the fatty bit side. But it is what it is.
Some things you're going to want to do, though, you're going to want to have a fattier bacon, you know.
But again, it depends because the meat, I'm just separating these a little bit as we chat about fatty bacon. The meat in this particular instance, also like when you're making chowder and that kind of stuff, both of these things have a purpose. So like the fat, we're gonna cook this. The fat is gonna be used for flavor. It's like when I make a clam chowder, I then cook my onions in the bacon fat. So you're using it as a frying agent as well. But in the case with carbonara, you do also want meat in your pasta, so you do want to make sure that it's not all garbage.
Kingpin pointed out that this is referred to by the English as the streaky bacon.
Yes, streaky bacon. But pancetta also is pretty fatty.
Yeah.
Fatty full. It's in rounds and not in things. All right.
Now that you have that done?
Now that I have this done, my recipe, I did things, guys, the way I normally do. I gave you a recipe, I made a decision, and then, of course, I went back and looked at a few other recipes and went, the original recipe calls for 4 cloves of garlic. No, not doing it. I'm going to cut up 2. Can you grab them for me, please? They're by my eggs over there. And can you grab the skillet as well? So quick. Boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop. Yeah, I think given the volume of pasta that we're making and the fact that there's 2 of us and blah, 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 I think 4 cloves of garlic is excessive, especially considering this is the size of our cloves. So I'm cutting it back.
I'm cutting it back.
I'm cutting it back.
So you're going 2 cloves.
I'm going 2 cloves.
2 large cloves. Though.
2 large cloves. We're gonna get these bacon guys. These wee little piggies. These little piggies went in my skillet. The smart little piggy stayed home. Yep, could have used a bench scraper.
It's all right.
But I didn't. Here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to turn this on. Y'all don't need to necessarily watch the induction burner heat up. We're just going to give these guys a little chopski. And we're going to cook the bacon so we want the fat to render. We want the meaty bits to get a little bit crispy. We don't want it, we don't want to cook the hell out of it. We're not making bacon bits, right? So we don't have to get it super crunchy.
I also believe you should never get your bacon super crunchy.
Well, yeah, and sometimes for bacon bits and that kind of stuff, you do want a crunchy bit. But
I like a chewy bacon bit.
You like chewy bacon bits?
I do.
Really?
I also like this little piece of bacon as a garnish.
All right. Garlic has been sufficiently garlicked.
Brought this moved over.
That's why I was just getting this out of the way.
Let me get in there.
Thank you. Attention. I'm just going to give my hands a little wash.
You do that.
You could speak to the peeps.
So there we have. There we can see the bacon.
Gotta give that a stir.
I'm just doing that right now. Awesome. We're just gonna get that bacon in there. Oh yeah. What's nice about doing the bacon show is that after 2 hours of doing this, our house will smell exactly like bacon all the time.
Our house does usually smell.
Smells like bacon.
I'm just gonna get a little spoon so I can. The little pieces that I didn't manage to pull apart with my fingers, I can start just spreading them out. Why, El Diablo? Because we want the fat to render, friends.
Ah.
Yeah.
You're really judgmental about your friends.
Why?
Why friends? You said friends very sarcastically.
Oh, I didn't mean to say it sarcastically. Hey,
friends.
Friend. Yeah. We're just going to cook this probably somewhere in the vicinity of 5-ish minutes. You don't need to salt this because it's bacon and it's been sufficiently salted. Super salted before it even gets to you. And if you're using, pancetta or something like that, same deal. It's extremely salty. It's part of the curing process is to add a megaton of salt to it, so you don't need extra salt. We did say it was not going to be a heart-healthy episode, but we could at least, try a bit.
I find that's the whole thing, too, with this is carbonara, which is bacon, but it also has parm in it too.
Yes, and egg yolk.
So, but I meant is for sodium level.
Oh, yes. So, and yes.
Yes.
And yes.
This is what happens when you think you know the end of my sentence, but you're wrong.
It happens quite often.
That's all right. Sometimes I just change the sentence.
On purpose.
I do it just to annoy you.
Mess with my brain.
That's right.
Wasn't Dan in a movie in the 80s called Streaker Bacon?
Streaker Bacon, yes, I was with me and Gene Wilder.
And wasn't Kevin... Oh, wait.
Kevin 08.
No, Kevin was making a bacon joke.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Kevin Bacon.
Never heard of him.
No?
Nope. Excellent. I wonder how much how many viewers we can get on Twitch by just cooking bacon on the channel for a while.
Hi, Twitch friends.
Hey, Twitch people. Twitch people, look.
Look, it's bacon. Don't you love bacon? Isn't it so good? I don't know nothing.
No.
Also, just as an aside or a general knowledge thing for people who might not know, you don't need to buy bacon bits at the store. That is stupid. Buy bacon. Make your own bits. So you could either, if you're doing, like when I do Caesar salad, I do them fairly large pieces like this because I want them to be like chunko bacon and not little bite-o bacon.
Yeah.
But you can also, and this is where I disagree with Dan that there is no use for really crispy bacon, you can crisp up some rashers of bacon and literally put them between two paper towels, crumble, crumble, bacon bits. Don't buy, pardon me, the pre-made stuff in the store. This bacon is already so full of preservative that anything that you're buying at the grocery store that's like a pre-packaged bacon bit,
Pinkton said, and candied bacon.
Oh, yum.
Candied bacon is my favorite part.
Candy bacon is your... Yes. I thought that was Miss Piggy's alter ego, no?
Candy bacon.
Candy bacon.
Awesome.
Who knows? Who cares? Isn't this so exciting? I'm going to turn it up.
Watching bacon cook is still a good thing. I mean, I don't think you can really go too wrong with enjoying bacon on all of its levels.
Well, we've got the sizzle factor too. I don't know if it's because we also have the fan on the induction cooker. I'm not sure if you're getting the full sizzle effect here.
Yeah, we're back. We had to take a step back on our sound, so we're just on the shotgun today because I ordered another lav because one of our lavs broke, and Amazon sent me an empty envelope.
I'm just not sure if Amazon sent you an empty envelope or if someone at Canada Post has a new microphone.
It's a weird thing to break open because again, it's not overly expensive, but it wasn't bad, but it was still it's an odd thing that you wouldn't necessarily think that compared to a variety of other things I've ordered that people.
Yes, but people steal packages off other people's porches without even knowing what's in the box.
I know, but again, if that's true, they had to open it up, see what it was, take the thing, but still put the envelope in. My theory is more likely it looks like it wasn't quite sealed properly at Amazon, and probably in the shipping process somehow fell out.
Almost as if those people aren't getting paid enough.
Exactly. There was a help letter in it. Help!
That's why it was confiscated.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I have allergies in the last couple of days.
Allergic to bacon?
Jamais. No, I just find in general, I think it's, I don't know if Sylvie Couture is here today. She sent me a message saying, are the leaves starting to change up north yet? And I'm like, no, but my allergies know it's coming.
You got allergies when it changes?
In the fall,
leaves?
yeah.
Oh, really?
When the stuff starts to, I'm allergic to some kind of,
I get the spring because of the pollens.
I'm allergic to some form of, it's like a tree mold or some kind of something that when the leaves,
when the trees start to mold?
Never mind.
That's how you get bread.
It don't matter.
No, when you get tree mold? I don't know what.
No, I'm allergic to
never
some
heard
kind of
of
like it's like some kind of botanical mold shit that when the leaves start to fall and they start to decompose, there's allergy.
When does the garlic go into this?
The garlic is going to go in very like for not a long time.
Okay.
Right in about I'd say 1 minute or so.
In 1 minute?
Yeah, because I'm looking at, you guys aren't overhead anymore. It's crisping.
Yeah, go back.
But there's still some pieces in here that I find are like a little bit too smooshy.
A little too smooshy.
Yeah, I'm going to turn down the
You want
heat.
them less smooshy.
Well, I don't want them to burn. So we're getting a little bit crispy here and the fat is rendered. I don't want the stuff to burn, but I also don't want to be eating a bite of my pasta and then like bite into like icky bacon. But I'm taking a look here and none of the bacon looks icky. If anything, I'm actually going to turn the heat off and I'm going to put my garlic in right now on no heat. And I'm gonna give that a quick
Residual oil. Residual hot oil.
Well, there's enough heat in this induction cooker. This gets pretty hot. Friends, don't let friends burn their garlic, right? Because that'll ruin all of the work that we just did. So the second it starts to get like a little bit golden, I'm just gonna cook that up.
You cook that up.
Garlic goes from being delicious to being super bitter and awful in, I'm gonna give that a little bit of heat because I want it to cook just a little bit more. Yeah, be careful with your garlic. Don't take too long to burn.
Yeah, you just want to activate the aromas.
I want to activate the aromas and also personally, like I don't love biting into a raw piece of garlic.
No.
It's not the best.
My mother said it follows mushrooms and mold allergies.
Yes, thank you.
Kingpin said Cladosporium herbarum.
Yes, our friends be so smart. Thanks. All right, so you know what? I'm gonna say.
You're good?
Yep.
Looking good?
I'm gonna take it off and stick it back there. I'm gonna give this a little bit of a reheat before we add the pasta, so not to fret.
So you're just gonna let that sit.
I'm just gonna take it off the heat for a bit and let it be.
Let it be. Just like Paul McCartney would.
Yes. And I made a judgment call here. I don't know if you can tell. I didn't use all of the garlic.
Mm-hmm.
We shall see how that works out. It was a gut feeling. That's what it was.
I trust your gut. You've very rarely let me down.
Well, thank you.
When it comes to food, I don't think you ever have.
Well, thanks. I made a couple of gross things in our.
Really? What gross things? I think you've made stuff that you went. I think you could have done that better.
I think that I recall making a few things that it was like, oh god, this is not even good. But I don't know what.
I don't
those are
remember
right
those
now.
things.
I've blocked them out.
I think I moved that. I just
So
want to make
you-
sure that's lined up. I don't need to worry about it. Ready for some music?
Oh,
Would you
yeah.
like to listen to a little music?
Musica, si.
I just thought that since this week is all about the hog, the pig,
hammy stuff.
something very hammy would be very appropriate. So I thought there's no group of people that I think are more hammy than the main three. So from, I think, the original Rat Pack Burlesque show.
Mm-hmm.
Stir Crazies everywhere. Hang on, let me just hit the button here to get
Put
ready.
your ears together for.
Nice, that's good. Okay. The main three.
The way, this is the way we want to go out on Rat Pack. And there is no better way than without the birth of the blues. Come on, kids, sing it out.
They say some people long ago were looking for a different tune, something they could croon as only they can.
What do you have to say, Mr. Pino?
They only had the rhythm so they started swaying to and fro. They didn't know just what to use. So this is how the blues ring.
This is the way the blues began.
They heard the breeze through the trees, singing weird melody, and they called
What
that
they call it?
the start of the blues.
Then from a jail
The jail.
came away.
Why was it waiting in the jail?
From a downhearted frail and they called
What
that
they call it?
just the start of the blues.
Take it away, Shy Sky.
Then from a whippoorwill sitting high on a hill, they took a new note.
And what did they do with it?
They pushed it through a horn until it was worn into a blue.
And then they nursed it, all rehearsed it, and then they gave out the news that the South gave birth to the blues. Yeah.
From a whippoorwill sitting high on a hill, they grabbed a new note.
They pushed it through a horn until it was worn into a blue.
Oh yeah. And then they nursed it, all rehearsed it, and then they gave out the news, yeah, that the South gave birth to the blues, yeah,
Everybody they nursed it.
Rehearsed it.
and gave out the news that old Southland gave birth to the blues. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Rat Pack Burlesque.
Hey, the main three, everybody. That was me. It was me and the amazing Pinot Noir.
And Shy, truly.
I love performing with those guys. It was all
I
weird.
miss the stage, people. I miss the stage. I mean, I love you.
I miss some parts of the stage.
I miss the stage.
I
I'm
miss-
not gonna lie. I do. I miss it, Boku. I'd like to think it.
I miss doing that show.
It misses me too.
I miss doing that show, but I guess I miss everything.
I miss. You know what was a fun show to do because he's with us this evening. The hideaway shows at Kingpins. Those were a good
fun.
time.
Those were a fun time.
Those were terrifying because people were like so close
Sitting
to
on
you.
your lap while you're
like right 5 feet from you. Well, not 5 feet, like 5 inches from you while you were taking your clothes off. And I almost burned the place down.
Sure.
But those I miss those shows. Those were fun shows, and the Rat Pack shows were great, and your Divine Danny D's old fashioned shows.
Yeah, they're all fun shows.
Mr. Shows.
All good shows.
Mr. Shows.
Mr. Shows. All right. Where are we at? Let me see. How are we good for time? Oh, look at that. That was.
Oh my goodness.
We got a banter.
We have banter.
We got 7 minutes of banter.
7 minutes of banter. Is that we've scheduled it?
We've scheduled seven minutes. It's like
7 minutes in heaven?
We'll just go in the closet and make up for
We'll
7
make
minutes.
up for 7 minutes.
Let them just
Stay tuned.
stay tuned.
Wait, we're just inviting people on Twitch to be like, no, make out here.
Yes. No, it's those were a lot of fun. That show especially was really good because of being able to sort of take all of the parts, the sort of more cabaret aspects of what I liked about burlesque and the burlesque parts, and just combine it together.
Mm-hmm.
I find so often it just sort of got separated.
Mm-hmm.
This happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and never the twain shall meet.
Yes.
And I don't think I think it's better when it's all
smooshed
together.
A smorgasbord, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss them. I miss those shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, no, I was watching this. I was watching when I was trying to find a main three for us to put on the show. It was like one of the ones that came across is because I sang for you when you did the first time you did Sunny. Mm-hmm. And that was a fun one to do.
Oh my,
oh my God, what wow. Hi. Oh my God, what wow. How are you?
What's going on?
OMG, what wow. That's a good name. That's my favorite name I've ever read.
OMG,
what wow.
Love it. Where are you from? Talk to us. What's going on?
Yeah, we got 7 minutes to kill.
Yeah. So you showed up right in time.
Thank you. Twitch comes to save the day. Ba-ba-da-da. You missed us frying bacon to save you.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it was, yeah.
That was actually our ASMR segment of the show.
Exactly.
Don't sell it short. We've got a little bit of everything.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing ASMR anymore.
Yeah.
I'll get that set up. I'll do it. We'll do an ASMR episode. I can set that up so we can do an ASMR.
Just all asthma.
Asthma.
The asthma show. I don't know when.
It's called OMG, what wow?
No, but wait a minute. Why does that remind me of, there was an episode of Impractical Jokers where Sal, doesn't he have a t-shirt? Oh, come on, help me out here. Remember this with me. I'm not making this up. I'm not pulling this out of my ass. No, I swear to God. Oh my God, what? That's amazing. Blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, I'll have to find it.
Perhaps. I mean, it does sound like something that they would do on that cockamamie show.
On that cockamamie show?
Have you ever seen him do stand-up? Sal Vulcano?
No.
He's very funny. There was a show that they were doing out of New York. I think it was out of a strip club, in fact. There's a few episodes of it on YouTube where it's all true stories and people have to tell true stories, and he tells the story about how he picked up a package of his neighbor's, and it was pants, and he decided to keep the pants and then send the neighbor a picture of him in the pants.
Yes. Why do I know that? Either you told me the story or I know this story
very,
somehow.
Very funny. They just almost like a ransom note.
For pants.
Of him in the pants.
A pantsom note?
Ooh, nice. I see what you did there. That was excellent. That was really good. Do you want to just play a game?
In 1 second, I was just going to, because I slid you my cocktail, I'm just going to top up my
All right, you just top up your wine. I'm going to finish. Again, if you haven't tried the bacon martini, I really suggest going back and giving that a shot. It is well worth it, even though my lovely wife is not crazy about it.
It's all right. We're allowed to have, if we had the same of everything.
I didn't say that you were, I wasn't criticizing you because you had a different opinion.
It would be bad.
But we probably more in love.
What would you say?
Nothing. All right. Are you ready to play a new game?
Sure.
Because I was thinking a lot about the past few weeks we have done sort of where in the world games.
Okay.
And where in the world... Oh, Kingpin says, this is super professional camera. Well, thank you very much. It's like, I will very appreciate that very much. In fact, I would just like to say to you, don't worry, we have a shitty webcam too, so it's okay. It's all doesn't have to be super professional. But thank you very much.
Hold on.
And Kingpin says, "Oh yeah, sorry." There you go.
How's it going? What's up? Hi.
Yeah, and that's how you can tell we're not professional.
The cameras fooled you.
Thanks for the follow-up. Oh my God, that's awesome. Kingpin also said, I once did a recipe where I baked bacon into an ice cream cone shapes and then baked quiche on them.
J'aime bien.
That does sound like, so they were like ice cream cone quiches? Is that what it was? Is that what I'm imagining? Is that what she said? This is also how I masturbate. Excellent.
It's true.
No, and now I only call it masturbating because I'm excellent at it.
You are the masturbator.
Very much. What was I talking about? Who cares?
We're talking about a game.
Oh,
in the last couple of weeks.
We've done these like where in the world. So you guessed where this bread was from. You've guessed where this. Last week we did where.
The breakfast was from.
Where the breakfast was from. It's very hard to do where is this bacon from, because pretty much bacon is from everywhere.
And nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It's magical.
But doing a little bit of research on pigs, there is an absolute inordinate amount of pigs in popular media that talk.
Okay.
So in TV, in movies, in books, in comics, in cartoons, there are so many pigs. So what I have decided to do in this new game is to take some of the most famous quotes or quotes from famous pigs.
Quotable porkables?
Well, in fact, I like to call this game Pick the Pig.
Pick the pig.
So I'm going to give you a line. This can be a pig from a movie,
Okay.
a television show, a book. So there is literature in here, or a cartoon, comic, something like that. So this is Pick the Pig. You will get the quote. You will have to choose what pig it's from, and if you want to give me where that character happens to show from, that's bonus points.
We're married.
Oh yeah.
But we're also friends, which is how it should be.
Yes.
Yes.
We are a couple of friends.
We're a couple of married friends.
We're a couple of married friends, married to each other.
Friends with everyone.
We're married with benefits.
The benefit is
we're
still waiting to find out.
All right.
Taxes.
First line. I thought I'd start, because the past while I feel like I've started very difficult for you. I want to give you something. I feel like if we start easy off the bat and get more difficult.
Well, I've come to recognize the game portion of our show as El Diablo looks like a fool, or
Well,
let's prove how much El Diablo doesn't know. So either way.
I think if you get this wrong, we might as well not do this game.
All right, that's
All right?
Okay.
So the first quote is, that's all, folks.
Do I have to answer in the form of a question? Who is Porky Pig?
It's Corky, yes. Always in the form of a question.
Who is Porky Pig?
I am trying out, now that What's His Nut is not on Jeopardy anymore, they got rid of that guy.
I want LeVar Burton.
Oh, it's from the Netherlands. Hello, Arcane Scorch. Well, from the Netherlands. That's fantastic.
Hiya, it's late where you
Yes,
are.
you are right, by the way. It was Porky Pig from Looney Tunes.
Oh, we have matching outfits, me and Porky Pig.
Yes, it's very nice. Isn't it? All right, next quote is, "You have been my friend. That in itself is a tremendous thing."
Charlotte from Charlotte's Web. No, Charlotte from, what's the pig's name? Wilbur from Charlotte's Web. Wilbur from Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte, no, pig!
Porky
pig,
Charlotte!
Ah,
Pig trivia fucks me up!
yes, you are correct. It is Wilbur from Charlotte's Web, a book that will make me cry every single time I read it.
Me too. And I've read it quite a few times.
Yes.
It's
Yes. Lol, pig trivia. Yes, you bet it's pig trivia.
Duh.
Or we call it pigvia.
No, we don't. That sounds...
I call it that. She makes no decisions about the words. Next one. All right, nobody look until I get my cork back in.
Oh, I don't remember. It's from Toy Story, the Toy Story pig, but I don't know his name.
I tell you what, this guy could have been on Mad Men.
Pig Draper?
The actor could have been on Mad Men. The actor could have been on Mad Men.
I don't know.
Really? You know who Don Draper is, but you don't know who the actor is?
No, because I only know him because of the size of his cock.
No, you don't. You literally
What's
don't
his
know
name?
the size of his cock.
Yeah, everybody always
talks.
talks about the size of his penis.
No, not everybody. You.
No.
You're the only
No,
person
I
I've
know.
ever heard talk about the size of his cock.
No,
I don't know where this
The internet talks about the size of his
The
cock.
character's name is Ham.
John Hamm, thank you.
Oh my God, this is so hard.
Google John Hamm's penis, I swear to God.
Google John's. That's probably how I got the rumors. Excellent. Fantastic. All right. The next line is, "Move along there, you big buttheads. Move along there, you big buttheads."
Yeah, okay, you're just saying it again.
I know that you've never seen this. How about that?
Babe, Pig in the City. Babe, just Babe. No
That's right.
city.
It's Babe. It's just Babe. It's Babe from Babe.
From Sex in the City.
If you haven't seen it, Babe is an excellent movie. It's fantastic.
I've never seen Babe,
It's
actually.
a wonderful movie.
I got a joke for your wife. I'm afraid now.
Christian Sour Patch. Oh. I've been to that Vatican.
I shaved my Christian Sour Patch.
There we are. Next line. Do animals talk in this dimension? Because I don't want to freak them out. Do animals talk in this dimension? Because I don't want to freak them out.
I got it.
I'm just doing it for the other people. Jesus Christ, it's not just you.
Oh, sorry.
It's the people. They need to hear it.
But they can read it.
Do animals talk in this dimension? Because I don't want to freak them out.
I don't know what interdimensional pig movie this is from.
You've seen it. I watched it with you. I will say the character is voiced by John Mulaney.
I still am drawing a blank.
It is Spider-Ham.
Spider-Ham.
Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
All right.
What do you call a pig that does karate?
Pork chop.
Yes, very good. Very good. Very good.
I was going more with my shaving. I was going to wax off.
That's excellent. That's very good. That's very good. I love muddy puddles. I love muddy puddles.
Maybe if you say it in a different intonation.
This is one of the most famous pigs in the world currently. I love muddy puddles.
Oh, Peppa Pig?
It is Peppa from Peppa Pig. All right.
Pat on the back.
Huh?
Pat me on the back.
Oh, very good. Very, very, very good. Very good. You did a good job. All right. Can you understand that liberty is worth more than just ribbons?
How are there so many talking pigs?
Can you not understand that liberty is worth more than just ribbons? This is my favorite book about pigs.
Animal Farm.
Who is it?
The pig.
There are 5 pigs to choose from.
The most talking one.
Then you're wrong.
The least talking one.
No, you have 5 pigs.
I don't remember the name of the pigs.
You do. That's the thing. You're surprised you do know the names of the pigs.
All right. Hit me.
This is, of course, Snowball. Snowball, who is based on Trotsky.
Yes.
There's Snowball. There was Old Major.
I think I read Animal Farm when I was like, I don't know.
Oh, it's absolutely one of my favorite books.
It's been a long time.
That I've ever watched. I love that book. How about this? The things that make me different are the things that make me.
I want to say Miss Piggy, but it's not.
It is not. You are wrong. The things that make me different are the things that make me.
I love how when I don't get it, you just put it in a different intonation, like it's going to make it better for me.
I should, because I think you'll kick yourself if you don't know who this is. Because I know you know who this is.
I didn't realize that I knew so many talking pigs.
You've known all of these pigs.
I have known a great many pigs in my life. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Piglet from Winnie the Pooh.
Aw, Piglet. Piglet was never my favorite, though.
But Piglet is the most genuine.
No, I think Eeyore is the most genuine.
No, Eeyore is the most oppressed.
That's why I think...
They call me Mr. Pig.
Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no.
They call me Mr. Pig.
Yes, I know. And I know...
He is not necessarily exactly a farm pig.
Oh, it's Pumbaa, Timon, Pumbaa,
Pick one.
Lion King.
Pick one.
Pumbaa.
You're right. It's Pumbaa from the Lion King. And lastly, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and it may be necessary from time to time to give a stupid or misinformed beholder a black eye.
Miss Piggy.
There you are. Of course, Miss Piggy. How did you not end? Wet Meth Piggy.
Well, also, like my entire growing up life, this was the thing that people compared me to the most. So, thanks.
And that
Fam Jam
has been Pick the Pig.
I picked some of the pigs.
You did probably. This is probably the game you've done the best on. For somebody who didn't realize there was that many pigs, and I could have gone on. If you go to the Wikipedia page for pigs in popular
Space?
media,
Oh.
It is about a good 90 pigs. There's a lot of pigs. I mean, Animal Farm alone, there's like 6 pigs, 5-6 pigs. Can you pat him on the back and say it ain't going anywhere and laugh?
I don't understand.
No.
Why?
Pick the pig!
Ain't going anywhere. I don't know what just happened.
I don't know what happened.
But if it entertained you, that's great.
If that doesn't show up on TikTok, I'll be very disappointed.
I had a moment of panic today where I thought like maybe we were going like with Sir Francis Bacon and Kevin Bacon and in the
that was another one to go with, and I
that.
kept trying to figure out a way to work Francis Bacon into this, but at the end run, I thought there's not a lot of pig-based celebrity names. There's 2, and one of them is from the time of Shakespeare.
Has to be more famous Bacons.
I'm sure we just cooked one. Not, in fact, Napoleon. Say to me, wife, you ain't going nowhere, and laugh. Wife, you ain't going anywhere, and laugh.
I don't think they either they like my laugh or they really don't like my laugh.
Say to me, wife. Me wife. I ain't going nowhere. I think we should do an entire episode where we just have to talk about pirates the whole time.
No, I was going to say
Very
we
good
should
at it.
just do an entire episode where we take direction mostly from Twitch.
From Twitch. I like Twitch. Twitch people always come in and they want to. They want to direct the show.
No, they're Twitch directors. I love it.
I love it.
it.
Come and direct for everybody gets like this 5-minute block.
5-minute block.
You got to sign up.
It'll be like a season of The Office.
We call them mods. Mod is 5 minutes. This week we shot a sexy woman that is my favorite that we have done in a very long time. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I have been mentioning this version of Sexy Woman for a very long time. We haven't found a way. Can do that now? Oh, well, as well. And I've been wanting to do this. I've seen this for. I had this idea today. It worked, and it worked.
We shall see. I reserve commentary because I just know.
Can you do that now?
Can we do it now?
Me wife, you ain't going nowhere. Did we do it right? What's going on? I feel like you're interrupting to get, we've got a good point. You're going to like this. So every week we find, because of our background in burlesque, we have access to the most beautiful people in the world.
It's true.
And I'm
Inside
standing
and
right
out.
next to one of them. And and every week we like to take one of these sexy, beautiful people and make them eat food, but only for 1 minute, because that's all we feel that the internet can handle.
We don't want to break the internet.
No, but this week we may do just that.
Without further dudes.
Yes, a sexy woman
Eats food.
for 1 minute. you have a sexy woman eating food for just 1 minute.
Well, 1 minute was all I could handle.
That's all.
You dive bombed those.
Those
sausages.
were good. In fact, what it is, there's one of my favorite little extended things at the post-credit sequence tonight. I took one of those and to sort of give the whole thing of you losing your mind. But it is, yes, I was quite happy with dropping sausages into your face in slow motion.
I'm being asked what my name is. On the internet, I am El Diablo.
What are you
Nice to
off
meet
the
you.
internet?
None of anyone's fault.
Carol Danvers. And I'm the Divine Danny D, but not that you asked. Yes, that's right.
Mr. D.
We are going to have another cocktail because that's what needs to happen. All right. The second drink we're making tonight, I'm just going to bring up I know, but you were over there, so I'm doing it.
I was coming to do it.
Here we are. We're bringing it. This is called the Pisco, the Maple Bacon Pisco Sour. If you have tried a Pisco Sour before, very, very famous drink. You never had Pisco? It's an incredible distilled drink from South America. You'll find it most likely in
Argentina.
Argentina, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Venezuela. Brilliant, often done. The Pisco Sour is, I really believe, the official drink of Venezuela or Argentina. And then Pisco and Coke is also very, very common. This is what we've done in here. This version of it is a bacon fat washed Pisco. So in order to do this is a little different than what we did with the vodka, where we just basically put some pieces of bacon in some vodka and just let it sit. This is actually properly fat washed. So what that means is I took the Pisco, and a Pisco, basically you're going to fat wash, you're going to want to have your booze be of, at least 40%, around that, 30 to 40% minimum. And so what we did is I took the Pisco, I fried up some bacon, took the bacon fat, added that, shook it up, got it to a point where the bacon fat was sitting on top, and then I put it in the freezer. And because it's such high alcohol content, the alcohol doesn't freeze, but of course the bacon fat does. So in the morning, after that has sat for a while, you can just poke a hole in the bacon fat and pour off the remaining alcohol, and that is what we have. So this is, what's great about that is we get the Pisco, we get the bacon-infused flavor, but you don't get the greasy texture that you have by just adding the bacon fat or sitting it in there for a while. Are you distracting everybody? I'm in the middle of my segment.
They're asking me to distract you, so I was saying I'd distract you when you were done your segment. I was actually trying to...
You're distracting...
No, I was being asked to do things, and I said when you were done your segment, I would do the things because I didn't want to distract you. So
yes.
If anything, I was trying to...
All right. Well, now you're distracting me, so...
Well, fuck.
So we are going to make a Pisco Sour. Fantastic drink, one of my absolute favorite drinks there is. In this case, we're doing the Maple Bacon Pisco Sour. So in order to do that, you're going to need a few things. Can you please bring the ingredients back up?
Hold on, give me a second.
First thing we're going to need is our bacon Pisco. That is the first ingredient we're going to need in there. The other thing we're going to need is some good old Canadian maple syrup.
Giddy up.
Fantastic.
Often imitated, never duplicated.
You're going to need a lemon. This is, of course, going to create your sour portion of your sour. And because we're doing a sour, we need to have a little bit of egg white to give us the frothiness, the beauty, the thickness of, to add to the texture. So, in our recipe, we're going to start off with 2 ounces of our Pisco, our bacon Pisco. To that, we are going to add, yes, 3/4 of an ounce per drink. And again, I'm making 2 at once here. So we're doing 3/4 of an ounce. I didn't.
What do you need?
We're going to take our lemon juice. We want 3/4 of an ounce of our lemon juice. There we go. 1. Second lemon half. With that in there. There we go.
It's like a.
Give you those.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Christmas came early.
Now, to that, we're going to add a ½ ounce per cocktail of maple syrup. Boom. Now, lastly, because we are doing a sour, we're going to add an egg white. This is going to give us the frothiness. Just going to let that. There we are. There we go. Just going to dump that. All right. Now, when you're working with anything with an egg white, you're going to want to shake that alone. Some people prefer the reverse dry shake, which means you dry shake after you ice shake. I prefer to dry shake on the front end. So we want to give that a nice
dry shake? What's
nice dry shake.
I don't know how I can get them to.
Now that we have that dry shook, we just want to froth that up a little bit. Now, I'm gonna grab my ice.
I could get it for you.
I know, but I was already walking over here. And we are going to add. Now we're going to add our ice to the drink.
Ice, friends.
While we do that, we're just going to cool our drinks down.
Amazing.
Couple ice cubes into that, and there we go.
You don't need this?
Right in my eye. No, that's good.
Cool.
Oh, can you grab me the
English.
the strainer, double strainer. There it is.
Double strain. Yes, I can. Absolutely.
All right. So now that we have that, we are just going to strain these off.
It's the shaker dance, patent pending.
And you can see we get that really
That's lovely. Let me
nice
just go
foam.
overhead here for a second.
Really nice foam.
It's a pretty cocktail. Hold on. You're going to see him 1 second. She be foaming.
I'm just going to go with this. And this one I'm not too worried about. This one is already.
She's lovely. I don't know if y'all... Here, that's the top down view. And we're having a debate as to what constitutes entertainment. Yeah, because apparently.
How are we having a debate?
Well, because I'm supposed to hug you and laugh, and somehow that's supposed to be entertaining. So we've got some suggestions.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going back to the main cam. Giddy up.
Just get that last little bits of this out.
Hold on, I'm just going to move this out of the way so people can see that little frothy egginess. Somebody said before it seemed like a lot of work to fat wash a cocktail. Why wouldn't you just drink booze and eat bacon at the same time? You can do that, but you need to, if you want to make a cocktail, you're going to have to put a lot of shit in your mouth at the same time.
Also, bacon, fat wash booze, there's... Again, it's booze. Creating a cocktail recipe is like cooking, so there's adding various different ingredients that not necessarily would think about, and bacon is just one fat you can wash. Duck fat, olive oil, every kind of thing that is a fat, you can somehow add into a drink. I'm just gonna get that last little bit there. There we are. That's lovely. And finally, we're gonna garnish this off. Just a couple of drops.
Christian Sour Patch is being very needy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I don't understand why. We're doing entertaining things. You're learning how to make drinks. I shook my titties in your general direction.
Sometimes you need to be neat. Can you grab me a toothpick, please?
I can. I can do it.
And we're just going to finish this off We've added a couple of drops of our mango in there. And we're just going to go and turn them into lovely little hearts.
Aww. Here, hold on. We're going to go overhead one more time. We got designs. Looky pretty. You can't really tell. They did look pretty. Now they just kind of look abstract. But you know what? Abstract art is still art, friends.
There we go. That is the bacon maple pisco sour.
Chin. If you want that recipe one more time, I'm just going to bring that up very quickly. It's worth it. You know what? I'm sorry, I can't remember right off the top of my head who made the comment about bacon and booze. It's worth it. It doesn't take a long time. It's not a lot of active time.
No.
Like to fat wash a booze, it's a lot of like dripping and stuff like that. But it's
dripping.
not.
No, the fat
but you're not. What I'm saying is, it's not like it's not a bunch of active time where you have to be chopping and doing and like simmering and shit like that. No, you just put the shit.
Make some bacon,
put the
take the
shit
fat
in the shit,
into
and leave the shit. Is basically.
Actually, well, to make it more simple, you cook the bacon, take the fat, put it into the booze you choose to fat wash, let it sit so that the fat comes to the top, put it in the freezer overnight. Once it's done that, poke a hole in it, pour the booze out. You're done.
Wham bam.
It is simple. It is delicious, and I love this. This is a great.
I like this much better than the other drink. This is really good. This is really good.
You get the bacon flavor in there for sure. Bacon Pisco. Pisco is a really underused alcohol.
When I lived in England, I worked for a Latin American and Cuban restaurant, and that's where I was introduced to Pisco.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine who went and worked for a video game company in Argentina, and he brought it back for me, and we became obsessed with it.
Okay, so last week we did Morning Madness, which was our breakfast episode, and I was talking about what my requirements are for breakfast drinks. Normally, they have to have fruit juice or a coffee element. I am going to expand the definition to include this was made with bacon and an egg. So, like, it is fucking breakfast. Right?
Bacon, if you're doing a sour at any level, or you're doing a flip, you always want that egg. You want that egg white. It really adds, the egg white will always add to your cocktail. Gives you that beautiful head, and everybody likes beautiful head. I'm sorry.
That's what she said.
There we have it.
Okay, I don't understand what is so.
Christian Sour Patch, what do you need? What do you need?
Christian Sour Patch needs me to throw my arm around you and go, is that what you needed? Is that what you've been bugging me to do for like 10 minutes now? Was that it?
I'm going to go on a limb here, and I'm going to say that I think that maybe Christian Sour Patch needs to see affection. Maybe I think what you need to realize, Christian Sour Patch, you just need the affection. And it's okay. That's why we're here.
Dude, go watch some porn.
At the end of the channel, we'll dial you with porn sites to go, no, that's not affection. That's just good old fucking.
Can I have that for a moment?
You can.
Thanks.
All right.
We've made a cocktail. We've looked at a sexy woman having hot dogs.
Shall we ask another question to people?
Ask another question.
Let's see what they come up with when we ask them. Our next question is, boom, how do you think bacon should be cooked? This.
You ready? Like this. No.
No. Never, I want a divorce now.
Don't divorce me because of Christian Sour Patch.
Well, no. How do you? Okay, and this is I put this up there because people are so personal about how their bacon is cooked. I am very adamant about how bacon should be cooked.
Okay.
Bacon should never be crispy.
Okay. Oh, okay. We're getting a bunch of. Okay, I can't wait to read the answers.
Bacon should never be crispy. It should always be slightly floppy. I don't mind if it's got a if it's got a fatty edge. The very edge of the edge can be crispy. But for the most part, bacon should be floppy. It should have. It should still retain the meaty quality of it. It should never feel like I'm biting into charcoal, but it should never feel like I'm also biting into a limp dick, which I've done. Don't do it.
We'll talk about that after.
It's got and so I think how it's gonna be cooked is that perfect blend of just on the edge of where it could start to think that somebody might want to crisp it, and you stop.
I'm gonna take it like 5% past where you've gone.
It's funny because I cook your bacon a lot.
No, I know.
If you know what I mean.
So many euphemisms
I'll
tonight.
cook you bacon.
No, I like it. Bacon should never be so crispy that
Right, just keep stopping.
because I have feelings about bacon. I really do. I agree with you. You should never bite into it, and it should be like too chewy, where you're just biting in and it's like fat and it's gross and it like squirts in your mouth. Disgust.
Yeah.
But also, it shouldn't crunch in your mouth. It should be that like perfect intersection of the Venn diagram between like slightly crispy, because I do believe bacon does deserve, pardon me, a little bit of crunch.
Yeah.
But no goopy, fatty grossness. I want to see what the people.
I will agree with what Sinfinity said. Sinfinity said that you should cook in the oven. I used to for years cook on the stovetop, and it was the worst way. Started cooking it in the oven. It changed the game.
I want to hear. Let's go.
Let's see what we got. What do we got here?
Our chat cam on for a sec.
Oh yeah, I can do it.
I want to talk to the peeps.
Well, they can hear us either way.
I know. Hi,
Always crispy.
always crispy, like burnt to fuck crispy, or just like
Crispy in the oven from Donata, not like burnt, but floppy bacon is sad. Floppy bacon, my nickname in high school.
I even have my own emoji for it.
Yeah. Fried with a bit of crisp.
Yep.
Donata's always crispy.
Like super crispy, dude, or like a little like toothsome, like the way that it's described risotto.
She said never floppy, words to live by. That's sometimes you get older.
You know what? And
sometimes you just get older.
You can't be hard all the time.
It's okay. People are allowed to have wrong opinions. Limp dick bacon, that's a fair statement as well.
Terrible when meat squirts in your mouth. Not always.
I will disagree with that.
Not always.
Sometimes a penis.
But also sometimes just a juicy steak.
All right, friends, I'm going to lurk for I have to take off. See you later, Sinfinity. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Come back. We'll check you out. Later, Sin.
There we go.
Says
that's cool.
term 6849.
Excellent.
What term is 6849?
I
wanna know.
believe that's the terms and conditions.
Oh, they do apply.
Almost always.
All right. Oh no.
Well, that died. I'm going to go fix that.
You fix that. The irony is you're going to go fix that right when I was about to turn around and turn the pot on the stove to boil, because I don't think you guys need to watch me boil water. So if you'll come with me over here, we're just going to turn this on. We have some water in a very large pot. I'm going to put some salt in there. Don't worry about how much salt you're putting in your pasta water or when you're cooking veggies, guys. It should taste a little bit like salt water, like seawater. It's slightly crispy but not burnt, still meaty. Groovy. So I got some water going for pasta. And what we're gonna do is, I'm sorry, Dan's changing lights, and I'm just gonna zippity zip over here. Carbonara is so easy. It is not healthy. But, sorry, talking loud because I'm not standing right in front of you. What I find, I was in Italy, I was lucky enough to go for my birthday a couple of years ago. What we do wrong in North America is portion size, right? There are very few obese, way to go. There are very few obese Italians compared to obese Canadians and Americans. And part of that has to do not with the quality of the food, but the portion size of the food. You don't need like a Cheesecake Factory size colander of pasta as your main meal. So like, you know, if you're gonna make something like this, which has bacon in it, we've got egg, we've got cheese. It's heavy in the protein. It's a heavy dish.
Can I say one thing too?
Hold on, can I just finish the sentence?
No.
Salad on the side. Arugula salad goes really well with this. A fresh tomato salad goes really well with this. It also will cut the heaviness. It won't make you feel like super bloated afterwards. You can eat really rich food and still not be really unhealthy. You just have to control the size of the portion. That's all.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay, I just want to make sure. What?
This is your section. Talk to the people. But are you done? Well, yeah.
No. You said I need to finish the sentence, and then you started a couple other sentences. I was just trying to make sure I wasn't interrupted. Mm-hmm. But one of the things I want to say, especially with starches like pasta, rice, those things, even breads, they expand in your stomach. Mm-hmm. So most people don't realize. So if I eat some pasta, and I'm only eating a little bit of pasta, but that hits my stomach and it's going to expand anyways. Mm-hmm. Rice especially. Rice is a big one for that.
That's why we don't feed rice to birds, friends.
That's why we don't.
They explode.
I very rarely feed birds to rice. But sometimes we do.
Those crazy rice, they're vegetarian.
That's the downfall. I have the other thing here if you want it.
Nope, I don't even need it. I am expert.
All right.
So, again, as if you're just tuning in now, I picked a recipe last week that I liked, and then because I'm a Libra, it's our season, by the way. Fuck me. Scooped it. I changed it up a little bit. So if you were looking,
bring the recipe back up.
Yes, please. And could you pass me a bowl from over there?
Yep.
I have got my water is set to boil.
One of these bowls, you mean?
No, like a mixing bowl. I know it was a fucking disaster, but I saved it. I was so good. I scooped it. Here's what we're gonna do right now. And can you cover my pasta water, please?
Oh yeah, for
it's
sure.
Never gonna boil if I keep it on like that.
Not at all.
Pound two, as we say in French. So what we've already done, if you're tuning in late, we've already pre-fried our bacon. I've added some garlic to that. We've let it sit and render. I'm gonna slowly heat it up, but I'm not gonna do that yet because the pasta still needs 10 minutes to cook. I have in this bowl 2 room temperature eggs.
Oh no. You were talking, so I was like, switch the cam while you're talking, and literally as you did, you start.
And I have an egg yolk. Because I looked at like 17 different recipes for this, and
egg white.
Egg white. Pardon me. Yes. Sorry, you were talking. I got confused. I checked out a lot of recipes. This is where I landed. Some people use 2 egg yolks. 2 egg whites and 2 full eggs. Other people used no egg whites. I figured I took a little bit of this and a little bit of that. We're gonna stick it all together, right? Way to go. The other thing I need from you, Divine Danny D, when you have a moment, is some pepper. So, we're going to whisk these guys together. Chuba, chuba, chew. In my measuring cup over here, I have about 2/3 of a cup of parm.
Put it in there.
Yeah, you can just grate that in there. We're going to put our eggs together with some Parmesan cheese. You can do Parm and a Reggiano mix. You can do whatever you want to do, really. I'm not the boss of you.
You do you.
You do you.
I do.
Well, basically what we got, if you could just go overhead for one quick second.
Yeah.
We have this situation. So we've got egg and some egg white.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep. And cheese. I know, I haven't gone stupid. And pepper. Mm-hmm. If you are concerned, hey, El Diablo, that's raw egg. It's okay. We're going to cook it. Mm-hmm. It's not going to cook, like, we're not going to put this in the oven. We're not, like, this is going to cook with the hot pasta, but I wouldn't be concerned. Don't even worry about it. You're all good. I'm gonna put this guy back here.
Move this up here.
I'm gonna move this up here. I need to make sure that water starts boiling soon or we're never gonna eat.
Well, I turned it all the way up now, so it's good.
Cool.
No, you're good enough.
I'm actually gonna turn that off for the moment. So when we get the pasta boiling, we're gonna go till almost al dente, but a little bit under because we're gonna stick this back in the skillet and we're gonna cook it more. So like, you don't want smooshy pasta, especially once we've taken all these steps to make all of the other good stuff. Don't fuck it up by overcooking your pasta. While we're waiting for this, I know you just moved it here. I'm gonna chop some parsley.
It's late here enough. My concern about the raw egg may well carry over into my sleep and lack thereof. Well,
where are you?
if you're gonna stay, if anything is gonna keep you up, it's the Netherlands, isn't it?
No.
No, it was the other.
Hey, term 6849. Where are you tuning in from? Tell me all about it. We've
Why
got
can't you sleep?
We've got some Italian flat leaf parsley here.
We can see it when you.
No problem. I'm stemming it right now. It's not very exciting. I'm just taking this stuff.
Scotland.
Ew!
Where in Scotland? I love Scotland.
Where in Scotland?
Love Scotland. 11:40 p.m. in Scotland right now.
Well, that must mean you're fucking hammered. Says the Irish Canadian girl. I was not attempting a Scottish accent. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot do it. Friends.
You keep walking away.
I do because I'm looking for things.
Yeah, but you just ask me to get it, and I'm gonna find it.
I love kitchen gadgets. Look at this thing. You're gonna say, El Diablo, is that how you decide who should come to your parties?
No.
I mean, it's possible.
No.
But
Falkirk, Scotland. I know. I've been to Falkirk.
I used to live in Birmingham, England, and can I have a knife to open this, please? And I lived in Oxford in 1999 because I'm an old bitch. But guys, this little tool that is so superfluous is actually so much fun. It's a pasta measurer.
You don't know how to use it though, do you?
I do, but I'm not doing a good job. That's a...
No.
Go for it, Dan.
I just do it by this. That's one person. So into that first one is one person.
That's one person, that's two people?
And then halfway between that is two people. See? So this is one person. This is two people.
All right, well,
You got enough.
dump it in the thing. I tried. I think,
Those things always seem good, but I don't think they ever.
I love kitchen gadgets for the novelty factor, and then sometimes you realize you don't really need them. Dad was born in
Put a little
Birmingham.
extra in there for later.
Birmingham was an interesting place. I lived there in 2001, so holy fuck, 20 years ago. Holy fuck! Where does time go? It's all a lie.
Yeah,
Time is a lie. That's a Jesus. Oh, sorry. I'm having a moment. Like, I'm not making for good entertainment right now because I'm literally like, oh my god, 2001
How long
was
does that
20
have to be
years
on
ago.
for?
8 minutes.
Thank you.
Wow. Now, I've never been to Scotland. I'm dying to go to Scotland. I've got family from Ireland, hence the general coloring. But yeah, can you do the accent? The Brummie accent? No. I'm from Canada, and when I moved to Birmingham, I got a job working, answering phones in a restaurant and bar, and people would call me, and it would go a little bit like this. Hi, Ipanema Restaurant, how can I help you? I'd like to make a fucking booking for blah, blah, my name is Jane. And I'd be like, I'm sorry, what now? Jane? Booking for Jane? And I'd be like, what the fuck? And then it was like, Jane, and I'm like, oh, Jane, a booking for Jane. Okay, no problem. Yes. So, Birmingham accent. Difficult. difficult. It's very much like in here. You're right, Bab. You know, like it's got a weird like roll, but it's also got like a working class. But like, I've traveled to Ireland and I can pretty much decipher most people's Irish accents. Scotland is like, that's a toss up, man. Like, it's intense.
What are we doing now?
We're just talking about.
I know. We're talking about accents. I got it.
Talking about
I was
accents.
here the whole time.
I know. All right, so I've got my egg mixture over here. The pasta's doing pasta, and what I'm gonna do? Oh, the pasta's.
I got it. No, it's fine. I got it.
Now what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna start very quietly on a very, very low heat. We're just gonna reanimate this a tiny bit. A, from a heat perspective, and B, so we can like liquefy these fats a little bit again, because some of them have started to solidify a tiny bit. The other thing we're gonna do, friends, is I'm gonna almost boil some hot water. So I'm not gonna let it boil 100% because your pasta bowl might not be intense enough to take direct boiling water heat. I'm gonna boil some water. I'm gonna leave it in my serving dish so that the bowl itself, while we're heating the pasta and we're doing this, because this is gonna go super fast in the next couple of minutes. Once we go to serve the pasta, the bowl itself will be warm and it'll keep the whole thing lovely. So, you all right?
No,
Can I have my chopping knife for my parsleys? Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, I got it.
Water's boiling. Yeah, thanks Donella. 'Twas indeed. I like the fact that I don't have eyes in the back of my head, but I got you.
You don't have to. I'm actually
no,
here.
I was gonna say I got you, and I didn't say I didn't. I was just saying that. And people from all over the place to tell us what's happening behind me.
Also, if you have a pot that's slightly boiling over, one of the things you can always do is take any wooden spoon, put it over the lid. And it will. Well, that didn't work as well as I thought. There we go.
Oh, that didn't work at all.
Oh, there. I just tipped some over, but it will adjust so that it won't go over that. It's like when you're filling a fountain drink, put your finger on the lid, and then it will never foam over past your finger.
Like a soda? Like a soda?
Yeah, if you're in a fountain drink,
yeah.
Just put your finger there at the top of the lid, it will never foam up past your finger.
Ah.
This is not working.
Little tricks, that's not where, I thought it had to be metal.
No, I thought it had to be wood.
Oh, I thought it had to be metal. I will research the science of that.
Well, thanks for the follow there, Jude. John Hoops, Jude, I call him.
Life hacks, yes. They're important.
They're great. How are you, John Hoops?
How are you? And are you
a hoop?
Are you John
Are you made of
Hoops?
actual hoops?
Yukon Territory? Is that the YT?
Yes. Oh, are you from the YT?
Are you in the YT? That's cool. AF.
I like the YT.
I've never been to the YT, but I've been invited to come.
I mean, I've been a
perform.
whitey most of my life.
I'm fully whitey, but like I've been invited to come and perform in Yellowknife and the Yukon. That would be cool. Like that.
Let's find out if he's from there. Before that,
Maybe not.
you never know.
One never knows.
One does. That might be too low.
No, right now all we're doing while I'm cooking the pasta is just trying to bring it up a little bit and sort of render the fat.
All right.
Because
YouTube streaming, yeah.
I'm going to turn it up now. So, friends, here's what's going to happen, and it's all going to happen super quickly. In this bowl here, I have eggs.
There we go overhead.
And
you can see.
some parm and some pepper.
Give it there.
I'm going to hit it with a little bit more pepper because why the fuck not? Boom, boom, boom. In the pan, we have bacon and bacon fat The only thing, okay, good, we have a strainer.
I'm gonna come in here with the fly cam. I'm gonna fly it in here.
Fly in, Dan.
Oh.
Come on, Divine Danny.
Can't, fly cam just died.
Oh.
So no fly cam.
No fly cam.
Oh well. It was gonna be so good, but then we can't do
But
it.
it didn't.
It didn't work.
Exactly. It's also
Yes.
really good for you. Pepper is
Really like that drink. Really.
yeah, this is a very, by the way, this Pisco is really good. You should have this.
The bacon Pisco?
Bacon Pisco.
Bacon Pisco is very good. I like it better than the bacon rye. We did the bacon rye.
I also like it better than, and I know it's a different wash.
Than the vodka?
Versus
Well,
not,
again,
but I also
it's-
prefer it to the vodka. It's very good.
But in all fairness, that vodka martini, the bacon vodka martini is, you are less punk rock. What do you need?
Is the pasta in there?
It's
Yes.
all good. It's all good.
Good. I
need 1 more minute.
need, what do I need? I need 1 cup.
Yes. Of that
pasta
water.
water.
Yeah, I was going to do that.
Friendlies. If you don't cook a lot, let El Diablo give you a little tiny tidbit. The water in which you cook your mashed potatoes, your boiled potatoes, any of that has starch in it. Pasta is the same thing. You want to keep a little bit as you're draining your starches. Keep some of the water before you dump it out. It's going to help thicken your stuff. It's got flavor in it. It's got chemistry in it. Woo, science.
Full of chemistry.
It's full of chemistry, man.
Full of chemistry. So much chemistry in here right now.
Tons. So we're gonna hold on to that. So in the pan overhead, I'm just gonna pop overhead for 1 sec. Right now, what we got going on
Can't see that.
is,
Got it.
sorry, oh, sorry, getting these out of the way. We've got some bacon going here. We've already pre-cooked this. There is the garlic in here. This is all good. As soon as that pasta's ready, we're gonna throw it in here.
Good.
Oh, I hear it happening. I hear it happening. You're not a gimp. Don't be mean to yourself. Just every day's a school day, man. We do what we do until we know different, and then we do different. So like, don't be shitty with yourself.
All right,
Just
here we
like
go.
learn a thing. All right, pasta in. Egg in. And pass me, please,
Yeah.
a tablespoon or a half a tablespoon. I'm gonna start adding pasta water a little at a time. We also don't want to scramble these eggs. So you just want to get in there quickly.
You're making a sauce.
In the pan.
Bye, Donata. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Ciao, ciao, Bella. Nice to see you. We want to do this quickly. Yes, please. A little bit at a time because that's going to help thicken the sauce.
Oh, that's looking really good already.
There we go, friends. It's
Here's
a
the recipe
little
for you
bit.
guys one more time, or the ingredients list. Just tell me if you need
A
more.
little bit more pasta water, please, because I don't want it. I don't know if you can see it. I want it creamy. I don't want it to be
Chunky.
chunky, and there's a little bit of chunkiness happening here. That's what she
That could be
said.
Parmesan though too. All things.
It is, but it's also the temperature of the pan, all sorts of stuff like that. All right, so do we have water in that bowl? In the pasta bowl.
This bowl?
No, the pasta bowl. Did I
Yes,
end
I
up?
have water in there.
Can you empty it and just wipe that pasta bowl dry, please? Guys, you have to be super careful when you're cooking raw egg in pasta because, again, it will scramble with the heat.
All right.
Boop. Boop. Now we're just going to take it off.
A little bit of
some-
Parmesan.
got some flat leaf parsley here, Italian.
Papa John's?
Italian Papa John's. I don't know what that is.
Pizza with the racist guy.
I know. My tongs were there. Oh, I have some here. No, I got some. I got the smaller one. Oh.
So fresh flat leaf parsley.
Italian parsley. Delicious cheese. I'm gonna hit it again with some more pepper. And I'm gonna plate this shit right away. So.
Here we go. So this is carbonara, spaghetti carbonara.
Spaghetti carbonara. It's not hard, friends.
Very simple.
You can impress your friends for like super cheap, inexpensive, and like you look like such a champion. And make them bring expensive wine and know that you really didn't spend so much money making dinner.
Oh, that's really
it's
good.
like it's a win-win for the person who makes
Really
this.
good.
And I'm just gonna steal some extra bacon because that's what I do. That looks good. Hold on, let's see. You have a fork there for me, husband?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Super easy.
Really good.
Had we not decided to do an entire show in between starting this and finishing this, this would have taken 20 minutes. You have 20 minutes to treat yourself nice.
Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. What I think is fascinating about this meal, carbonara, is that essentially it's in North America. This is what we consider pretty much breakfast. This is all breakfast ingredients: eggs and bacon.
But North Americans don't do noodles for breakfast or rice, and I noticed that when we went to Asia. Western culture seems to have a very big aversion to doing any kind of like. We'll do bread in the morning.
Yeah.
And rice and pasta in the afternoon and evening, but
Yeah.
this is really good,
It really
guys,
is.
and it's so easy. It looked like it took longer just because we broke up the steps tonight, but had you done this from start to finish,
Simple.
prep to serving, would have maybe been 25 minutes, honestly.
That has been the Saint Cassette High on the Hog edition. What are you doing?
I'm swallowing so I can talk and say
Oh yeah, we don't have to say goodbye. We don't have to say goodbye yet.
Okay.
Next week, we're back at one of our favorite regular episodes, our Cooking the Books series, where we take
a cookbook.
A very weird cookbook. Last time we did Snoop Dogg's cookbook. Next week,
we're cooking
the Necronom Nom Nom. It's
a recipes and cocktails based on H.P. Lovecraft.
So it's all Cthulhu-based cocktails and recipes.
So
if you like this, I was trying to figure out what the sexy woman should eat.
I'm gonna eat Cthulhu.
I think you can either eat one of two things: squid or octopus, or the cake in yellow.
Well, we shall see. We don't know. You have to just come back.
If you have any other ideas, or you think what should happen for the Cthulhu episode, drop us a line right here.
You can find us on Insta.
Put it in the chat. You can find us on Insta. You can find us anywhere.
Minus TikTok. We're not there yet, but we're coming. We're coming for you.
We're coming for TikTok. So it's going to be This is a weird book.
It's a great
really weird book.
I love cookbooks. I love weird cookbooks.
Yeah.
This has got its own like lexicon and all. Bless you. Cthulhu.
Sorry.
No worries. It's going to be great.
I got no microphones.
Regular peeps who are here with us all the time, thank you so much for your continued support. New peeps who joined us tonight, that's fucking awesome. Come back next week. We do this every week from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
It's like a TV show.
It's like a TV show. You could even put it in your calendar, or you could go to our YouTube channel and like subscribe. It's crazy.
Or our Twitch channel and subscribe.
Or our Twitch channel
Both are viable
and
options.
subscribe.
We want to thank Pinot Noir,
Shy
Shuli, for being here this week. We want to thank you for being such a lovely, sexy woman.
Not every bitch
Stick
can take
around
hot
after the
dogs.
credits to see more of this weirdo.
If you tuned in for hot dogs to the face, there's more of that coming now. I'm El Diablo.
I'm the Divine Danny D.
Stay safe, wear a mask. Love you.
Get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated.
We love you. Bye.
Bye. Come